Hey, what's up, YouTubers? How's everyone doing today? So today we're going to talk about this no-gun, anti-gun. I, I don't even know what to say. This is insane. We're really going to protest to get rid of all guns. I mean, these school shootings are horrible. Worst things ever. But again, we've gone through this before in the past. We've gone through with Columbine. What do we want to blame? The guns, the NRA, everyone. Everybody but whose problem it really is. It's everybody's problem, but whose fault it really is. It is these kids. It's the fact that these parents aren't teaching their children. They're not being parents. We're not parents anymore. I feel like my generation is the last. I'm 31 years old. My generation is the last of the parents. And only 10% of my generation is even parents anymore. The generation is the change in generations is insane. People aren't parents. They don't discipline. They don't yell at their kids. They don't make them stand in corners. They just hand them a phone and tell them, go YouTube. I'm not going to lie. I do that myself. I do. But still a parent. I still discipline. When I go to my son's conferences and the teacher tells me that I have the most well-behaved student in her class, the most polite kid she's ever met in her life, that makes me feel good. Me and my wife both. But that's the problem. That's what this gun control stuff comes down to. The fact that people aren't being parents anymore. You got to teach your kid to respect firearms. It's not, if you're going to have guns in the house, if you're a hunter, there is a reason you have guns in the house, then I think you need to make sure your children respects that firearm. The state I live in is Wisconsin. We just passed the law this last year saying that there's no age. There's no age to deer hunting anymore. If my 7-year-old wants to go out in the woods, he can shoot a deer as long as I'm there with him. That's mind-boggling to me. That's not okay. Not by any means. You need to go to hunter safety. You need to be a certain age, 10, 11 years old, 12 years old. And that's still on the young age, but you need to teach at a young age to respect firearms. So I think that's how it was good. But, I love guns. I do. I love the fact that I can take $1,000 and walk into Fleet Farm or into any gun store or anywhere near me and buy an AK-47. It's not fully automatic. It's semi-automatic at the absolute most. I'm sure I could order the part offline to turn it into a fully automatic weapon. It's probably not that hard. But I love the fact that I can do it, but I don't think I should be able to. No one, what reason are we selling sawed-off shotguns and AK-47s and M4s in the store for? I understand deer rifles. I do. Deer rifles, shotguns, even pistols. I get it. But I shouldn't be able to go pick up a semi-automatic Tech 9. Just in 10 minutes I can take it home. Okay, so I did the little research. I looked some stuff up. Back in 2012, this is a mind-boggling stat to me, that we had 4 states. This is 2012, mind you, 6 years ago. We had 4 states. 4. That did not even report the mental health background to the federal computerized background check system of anybody. So basically, their mental health issues, anybody with mental health issues, in 4 states, it was never even reported. They don't know. The federal background check never even knew that in these 4 states there's anybody with mental health issues. How is that possible? In Alaska, Delaware, Idaho, and Rhode Island. How is that possible? These states can just not report to the federal background check? Okay, and then there was 23 states the same year, 2012, 23 states. So with those other 4, that's over half our states did not report to the federal background check. 23 of the states were flagged for major violations when it came to mental health background checks. So that means, what, 1 in 10 people got reported? 1 in 50 got reported in 23 states? It's over half our states having issues with sending the proper information to federal background checks. That But I would think that's a major deal. I mean, like, how is that not a major deal? How is that not one of the biggest ordeals? I mean, if people with mental health issues that are major mental health issues aren't getting reported to the federal check, they can buy guns in stores. That should not be okay. Instead of saying, let's get rid of all guns, why don't we think of a plan? Think of something. Find a congressman, a senator, someone that wants to write a bill. Find someone. Look into it. Take the time instead of just saying, let's get rid of guns. Oh, people are getting shot and killed. We need to get rid of guns. No, that's not the answer. You'll never get rid of guns. Gun companies are not that much different from major pharmaceuticals, big tobacco, big oil. I mean, they're serious corporations. At least a few of them are. And they are multi-billion-dollar corporations. We're never going to get rid of guns. Period. I mean, that prohibition happens on guns, we're not getting rid of them. It's not going to happen. It's just not. But let's fix the laws we have. Why not? Why can't we fix what we have? Why can't we put into place way better background checks? Why can't we do this? Why can't we educate? Why can't we move forward? Why do we have to get rid of all guns? Why can't somebody come up with an idea, a thought? Have a governor, a congressman, somebody write a bill. Start something that we need to be reported. All mental health issues need to be reported. Felonies, everything need to be reported. Maybe the background check should be harder to get a gun. It should be a lot harder to get a gun. People with drug crimes, that sort of stuff. They shouldn't be able to get guns, even if it's non-felony drug crimes. I mean, it's one thing to get caught with a 10 sack of weed, and it's another thing to get caught with 10 pounds of weed. But I'm just saying, why don't we think about other ways to make it harder for people to get guns? Get rid of AK-47s in Fleet Farm. Get rid of M4s at Walmart. I mean, come on, guys. Use common sense here. What do we need these sort of weapons for? What, personal protection? Come on. You're telling me a rifle and a shotgun or a pistol can't do the same type of personal protection as that M4 or that AK-47? We don't need those guns. Let's get rid of them. Why not stick to deer rifles? Deer hunting. I'm from Wisconsin. Deer hunting's major. We ain't gonna get rid of guns. I mean, getting rid of guns is right there with, the cure for cancer. You're gonna tell me there's no cure for cancer? There we go. You know that shit's been cured. Seriously. I mean, come on. The problem is that if you cure cancer, then people don't spend billions of dollars a year on medicine to keep cancer at bay. If you cure it, it's just gone. That billion-dollar industry's gone. Pharmaceutical companies will never release the cure for cancer. And that's the same reason we'll never get rid of guns. Major businesses control too much in this nation. Major companies, major pharmaceutical companies, oil companies. I mean, just 2 presidents ago, George W. Bush, an oil baron. Look at our president. Look at our president now, Donald Trump. Really? This guy is a businessman. Make America great again. Come on now. Get real. Make America great again. So we're going to put a guy who's just as crooked as every other businessman. What happened to our country? What happened to this? To everything? When did pharmaceutical companies and oil companies take over? When did they choose our president? When did this happen throughout history? It's mind-boggling to me, but that's why guns will never go. And I personally don't want to see guns go. I don't. I truly don't. I love guns. But I think regulations need to change. And what people think need to change in education of gun control and teaching your children to respect guns. That's what needs to be done. There needs to be more guns. Not more guns. More regulations. We need to get rid of these AK-47s and M4s at Walmart. Stick to deer rifles, shotguns for bird hunting, duck hunting. And I know a lot of people are anti-hunting. We don't need to hunt, but hunting is a major part of society. everything's regulated when it comes to hunting. I mean, in Wisconsin alone, they are so specific. They only sell a certain amount of doe tags, and I mean buck tags you can always buy, but doe tags to help. It's all about population control and not wasting. You go deer hunting. I've never met one person. I'm 31 years old. I've never met one person. Well, I take that back. In 31 years, I met one person that liked to kill deer just to kill deer, not to eat them. Not to one person in 31 years. That's hundreds of people I've met, if not thousands. One person out of all them years that I knew that liked to kill just to kill. I mean, everyone else I know, I deer hunt myself. I love, eating deer meat. It is amazing. And I mean, that's an important thing. I don't duck hunt because I don't eat duck. I mean, it's a sport, but we use, waste no buffalo. I mean, come on. And 98% of hunters out there are that way. We're not shooting deer just to shoot deer. So I think I truly think that, gun control laws need to change and educate our children. I mean, I think these people who are so anti-guns are going about it the wrong way. That we need to find a common ground, a middle ground, because looking to get rid of guns in general is just ridiculous. I mean, it's a thought that maybe it is a good thought. I mean, I've heard, I don't know how true this is. I didn't research it. I didn't look it up. But I've heard in the past that only like special forces and stuff in certain European countries are allowed to carry guns, that regular beat cops and stuff don't carry guns. European countries have less crime than we've had ever. I mean, if their cops are walking around without guns, and that is the reason why there's no crime, I mean, maybe they don't have guns there in general. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know anything about Europe. When you other, maybe Dan TDM, half the YouTubers I see are British or English, or let me know. Do you guys, what kind of gun laws do you have in Europe? I mean, you don't really hear about schools getting shot up in Europe. Just saying. I mean, maybe we should check out their gun laws and follow in their footsteps. I mean, they've been around hundreds of years, thousands of years longer than our nation has been. Maybe we should take a note from another country for once instead of trying to, be pioneers on everything. I don't know. I truly believe that getting rid of all gun laws, or all guns in general, is not the right answer, because that'll never succeed. There'll never be enough people. It'll always be the same as abortion, 50% of the people are for it, 50% are against it. I mean, it's one of those things that just, you're not going to succeed at. So let's make it so everyone can be happy, so everyone can find a common ground, so everyone can see and be educated and ready and prepared, and then we'll know. We get rid of these AK-47s. I get rid of these Tech 9s in the store. I mean, that I truly believe that is how we get past the guns and get through these guns. Find a congressman that'll write this bill, that'll get rid of the AKs and the Tech 9s. And just an idea, just a thought. I hope you guys enjoyed my channel. If you like my ideas, you agree with my opinions, subscribe below. It's down there. See, I'm pointing like all the other YouTubers. I don't know, guys. But y'all have a good day. Thanks for watching and listening to my rant. Take care.